Yeah, so briefly, I can say I did check out PixelJunk Raiders, which is like the new free game for Stadia Pro subscribers. I mean, there are other free games that get added every month, but this one was the one that caught my eye. I watched a trailer, and so
what type of game is it?
The art style is actually kind of cool. Everything's very saturated, but basically the story is some alien species have taken over these planets, and there are a bunch of hostages. And the alien species that have been taken hostages look like they're straight out of Star Wars. But basically, I don't know if you're playing like a robot or some sort of alien. You look like a kid, a human kid, and so you go down to these places, and there are some like roguelike elements to it, where as you're going around the world to like rescue these people, you will get these little upgrades. So you get some enhancements that will make you faster and attack stronger and make your health, last longer. But it's sort of really tough. I thought maybe it was because I was playing with mouse and keyboard, and it seems designed to be played with a controller. But you can dodge and you can melee, both your left and right hand, and they're like separate button presses to do that. And you can get weapons like a sword to attack with. And that makes combat much easier, but it will, I think, eventually break after a while. And but the thing is, if you get like a bunch of gear and equipment and all of that, if you die, which is very easy to happen, because if they hit you like once or twice, like you're down for the count. Like you don't have a lot of health and they hit pretty hard. And so you lose all of your enhancements and all of the gear that you picked up. But I didn't find the loop of like going down to the planet to like knock out a bunch of alien creatures and save the like 4 or 5 people that were around, and then go back to my ship and like, do some upgrades or whatever, and then go to the next place. I didn't find that particularly compelling or interesting. And I don't know, I got fairly bored with it fairly quickly. There is some platforming to it as well, but like it feels like a game out of a different generation, where it's, I don't know, almost something that could have been on like the N64 or the PS1 generation.
It looks like a kind of a less good version of what's that Rain game that just came out?
Risk of Rain.
What is it?
Risk of Rain.
Yes, it looks like Risk of Rain 2, but bad.
Yeah, I was not very impressed with it. I looked up the developer. I guess they make a bunch of games, sort of PixelJunk something, PixelJunk something else or whatever. And they've all been pretty mixed reviews. So I thought this was going to be interesting, because I was like, oh, it's a new sort of indie game that's coming, and it's sort of exclusive on Stadia, and it's free to play, so I might as well try it and see what is there. And the art style seemed kind of interesting, so I was like, I'll give it a shot. And I played like a couple of hours. I cleared like the first maybe 2 or 3 worlds, and then I just kind of got stuck, because I kept getting surrounded by enemies, and they kept knocking me out, and I would lose all of my upgrades, and it would be very frustrating. And I was like, I was not digging the platforming as well, so I was just like, I think maybe I'm good on this. But I mean, it's there if it strikes your fancy, but it was not for me.